Hey, brothers and sisters, I want to welcome you back to our second part of our series regarding Psalms chapter 1. Last time we ended at Psalms chapter 1, verse 1, and now we're starting on verse 2. So, after we have read about the three things that someone does, which is walk, stand, and sit, you know, give you an example. Let's go back to verse 1. Blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers. So basically, you're not surrounding yourself, around those type of individuals, because they walk, live, and plan, if you will, that way of life that they're living. But verse 2 goes on to say, for those who are not in this way, it goes, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. So when you look at it from this point, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. So when you hear the word delight is something dealing with pleasure, okay? And it's pleasing. You can't wait. It is awe to you. It's a delight. And then to meditate, to meditate is not what you're thinking, or some may think, all that good stuff. It's more on his law day and night. So you're meditating on God's law, and there's many laws. Okay, let's be honest. God has a tremendous amount of laws, very hard to be kept up with. Okay, if you're not breaking one, you're breaking the other. Let's be honest, right? So we know that when you meditate on his law day and night, you're walking and you're putting yourself at a total observance of the way you move, what you allow in your head, or what comes out of your mouth, and what you will stand for and allow. But when you meditate on his law day and night, one of those big laws or commands are to love thy neighbor. So you're not only focusing on observing God's law and trying to do what's right and pleasing him, trying to be a reflection, because let's be honest, I know I'm not, and no one that's on this side of the fence should ever try to put you on that pedestal when they can't do it themselves to walk a straight line. There wouldn't be a reason for the law and for salvation. So moving along, it is a delightful thing to the Lord to see someone who delights in figuring out every way possible to please him. But most of the time we're thinking about how we can please ourselves, or how we can please that guy or this lady, and there's a whole bunch of stuff, and you know it. My key thing in this verse here is to keep striving, to keep making sure, just like when you wake up in the morning, you say hello to your wife, your kids. You pick up the phone and call someone, hey, how you doing, good morning? Or when you get on your phone, you want to make sure you always are putting the kingdom of God first. God, the kingdom of God first, recognizing that none of this can be done without Him. And when you start to draw yourself into that type of way of life, you know, it's really the old nature that gets upset because you're not making time for it. But the new nature in you is zealous for it, or it's more on the line like, man, where you been? I've been sitting right here waiting for you to start talking to daddy and everything and start reaching out, man. Let's go. This is here. Don't worry about it. This is where we're at. This is what we're going to do to make it better. You want to stop leaving those things that are delightful and pleasing to God's eye dormant and start doing those things that are not, and stop doing those things that are not pleasing to God and start putting that into dormant. Make that go into total no-go mode.